The latest Kornet-D1 air-droppable self-propelled anti-tank missile system based on the chassis of the BMD-4M Airborne infantry fighting vehicle intended for Russia's airborne force has entered the final stage of firing tests, the press office of the Rostec State Tech Corporation reported on Monday. The high-precision weapons group has switched to the final stage of firing tests, and the vehicle is also undergoing laboratory and road tests, Rostec said. The Kornet anti-tank missile system engineered by the Shipyunov Design Bureau of Instrument Making, part of the high-precision weapons group, is designated to strike tanks and other armored targets, including vehicles outfitted with reactive armor. The state-of-the-art Kornet-D system is also capable of striking aerial targets. The missile is directed by a laser beam. The Kornet-D anti-tank missile system's firing range has been extended to 10 kilometers, whereas its previous versions have an engagement range of 5.5 kilometers. As TASS reported earlier, the Kornet-D1 will be capable of striking 2 different targets at a time and delivering automatic fire. The Kornet-D1 is being developed for 2 types of carriers, the wheeled chassis of the Tigran armored vehicle and the tracked platform of the BMD-4M Airborne infantry fighting vehicle. The Kornet-D1 has been engineered for anti-tank squads of the Airborne Forces Artillery. The Kornet-D is a new Russian anti-tank missile carrier. It was developed as a replacement for the aging 9P-148, based on a BRDM-2 armored scout car chassis and equipped with Konkurs missiles. Prototype of the Kornet-D was first presented in 2011. At some point the Kornet-D was adopted by the Russian army. The Kornet-D uses chassis of the Tigran 4x4 high-mobility vehicle. Though launcher with missiles can be also mounted on other wheeled and tracked chassis. Interestingly, in 2012 Russian army has adopted a Kornet-T anti-tank missile carrier that is based on the BMP-3 chassis. This vehicle has 2 quadruple launchers. In traveling mode the launchers are kept inside the hull. However, it takes only a couple of seconds to raise the launchers and engage the target. Each launcher is independently raised to attack position. Also, each launcher is equipped with its own integrated optical surveillance, tracking and guidance systems. Each vehicle carries a total of 16 missiles, while 8 missiles are ready to use. This anti-tank missile carrier is well concealed. In traveling mode it resembles a typical Tigran vehicle that is used in large numbers by the Russian army. This anti-tank missile carrier uses Kornet-M laser-guided missiles in both tandem heat and thermobaric variants. Missile with heat warhead is effective against tanks and other heavily armored vehicles. It has a range of 8 kilometers and penetrates 100-300 mm of armor behind explosive reactive armor blocks. It is sufficient to defeat even the latest main battle tanks. Missile with thermobaric warheads are effective against entrenched troops, lightly armored vehicles, field fortifications and buildings. It has a maximum range of 10 kilometers. Minimum range of fire is 150 meters. Externally both missiles do not differ significantly from each other. The Kornet-D can also engage surface ships, helicopters and drones. Maximum ceiling of engagement is 9 kilometers. As an extended range weapon it is supposed to be used accordingly. The Kornet-D is capable of launching a salvo of 2 missiles less than a second apart at 2 different targets. It can also launch these 2 missiles simultaneously at a single target. In this case this 2-missile salvo is intended to overcome active protection systems. If launched at a single target the first missile triggers the active protection system of a tank, while the second missile hits the target. If the tank lacks active protection system this 2-missile salvo improves the probability of the tank's destruction. The Kornet-D has a fire and forget capability. Fire control system can automatically track and guide each missile on assigned target. The operator may switch targets or override missile guidance during the flight. This missile carrier can fire in day-night conditions, in adverse weather conditions, and when enemy uses countermeasures. The crew can launch missiles remotely from the vehicle at a distance of 50 meters using remotely controlled unit. Kornet-D1 is an improved anti-tank missile carrier, fitted with improved Kornet-M system. Several of these vehicles were demonstrated in 2015. It was adopted by the Russian Army in 2019. Kornet-D1 BMGSH is a version developed for airborne troops. It is based on a modified BMD-4M air-portable armored vehicle chassis. This missile carrier was developed between 2013 and 2018. This missile carrier is fully amphibious.